tonight, it serves as a reflection into the lack of a soul of a party, the Democratic Party, driven by nothing but hatred and rage for all things Donald Trump. They are rooting for his failure. And in this case, they're even rooting for algae. Now, there have been, pro-algae protests around the reflecting pool. And according to reports, the so-called demonstrators are even harassing members of the National Guard who are on site because of the near constant vandalism from left-wing activists now during and after the renovation. Now, this includes the threatening phrase 8647 spray painted on the, concrete base of the pool, along with other structural damage. And The View's Whoopi Goldberg, that hard-hitting news show on ABC, she thinks this is just one big moment of entertainment. But there's a catch on the other side of this about Barack Obama. Take a look.
But he is claiming that vandals are to blame. He says they illegally placed chemicals in the water and left a 300-foot gas in the pool. Now, 5 people are said to have been arrested. He says a 10-year prison sentence will be strictly enforced. Oh. Well, if he's saying he's going to jail for 10 years, I'm going to let him go. It seems to me that had he not messed with it would still be a reflecting pool instead of a liquid jungle.
All right, we're getting to the best part. Now, of course, there's been never-ending coverage from the legacy media mob about the state of water in the pool. Camera crews on site from nearly every network. Water samples, expert interviews, in-depth coverage every second of every day. So-called journalists, Democrats have whined in unison about the cost of this project, seemingly forgetting this very one important part. We had a president. His name was Barack Hussein Obama. He conducted a renovation of that reflecting pool. He did it in 2012 at roughly double the cost. And the result of Obama's $34 million 2-year project, a reflecting pool that continued to leak and a massive algae problem that he had. In fact, the pool remained in a sad state until President Trump started his own renovation. But according to failed Minnesota Governor Tampon Tim Walz, quote, the administration found an imaginary problem, said only they could fix it, didn't listen to the experts, hired buddies who grifted millions, failed miserably, and bragged how great it went. None of that's true, but coming from Tim Walz, who